That's all good.
No.
Broski's, it's a great start. Hass's cameras being Turkish again. You know how it goes. Just double checking mine. There we go. But yeah, welcome to Weekly Waffle. Obviously, it's a Monday, so you know what that means. Waffling with the waffles, actually. Oi. And yeah, we're gonna talk, man. We've got some stuff to talk about. Latest pickups, what's on feet, Jordan 4 fears, Black Cement Freeze, some controversial lists from Complex and topics as well, man. Hass, obviously the co-host. What are you saying, bro? How's your week been?
Do you know what? I've had a busy week this week. And there goes my picture again. So busy that, listen, I'll get down to the bottom of it again. I had this issue last week as well. But yeah, it's been a busy week, bro. Unfortunately, no pickups this week. But wow. I've been stirring something up in a pot, working on some stuff. So we'll go through that as and when.
Yeah.
But boy, I can see those waffles in the background.
Bro, it's been a crazy one with this shoe. Like, the community has been torn. I've been torn, and it's like, yeah, I've got the full review recorded. I've got about 3 videos backlogged. I need to get them out, but man, I have to say, bro, like, I don't want to spoil the video too much, but it's one of the first times I think I've ever eaten my own words. Like, from one end to the other, like how bad it was or how much I hated the shoe initially. Like, we know, obviously, we spoke about on the podcast a couple pods ago. Yeah, man, we'll talk about it though. I mean, obviously, what's been on feet today though, bro? Like, what you been wearing?
I would show you if I can sort out my picture, but
yeah,
on feet today, I had the Field General Union LA's, the white color, the ivory color, and okay. I will show you those as soon as I get my video up and running. But yeah, nice and comfortable, very underrated. I believe they released 3 different colorways of those shoes, and anyone who knows about it or has a pair in the chat, give us a shout, because it's one of my favorite pairs of this year, man.
Yeah, man. I think, bro, I don't know about you, but the weather up north is actually snowing at the moment. I don't know how bad it is for you up there.
Yeah,
down there, I should say.
We've got snow due next week, apparently. So, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see.
Crazy, bro. I think tomorrow is meant to be bad for snow. Today, it was snowing, but it was all right. It wasn't settling or anything like that. For those who know, obviously, I'm a postman. So, like, I got caught at the end of it, and I was like, oh, mate, I am definitely putting the heating on when I get home. But, yeah, on feet, I had the Air Max 95s, the grey reflectives, which has taken a beating over the year that I've had them. If you guys have seen the restoration to them with what's the company? Rejuvenator. Sorry. Yeah. Obviously, I've done so much in that shoe, but we've sort of resuscitated it, revived it to the point where I can actually wear them now, and they look half decent. So yeah, I put the Amamanier laces in them, the black ones, because I can't remember what the actual pairs are from the original. And yeah, it just looks good as new, man. Love them. And this sort of weather, you need one of those sort of beaters on feet. Yeah, in terms of latest pickups, I've actually got, the studio is just covered in shoes at the minute. It's crazy. Obviously, the waffles, Air Max waffles. I've got the Air Train Huarache from last week, the grey pair. We are going to talk about the white pair next, I think. What else have I got? The Roams. Also, cheeky one, the Air Max Sunder Corteiz in triple black. We pulled the trigger on those just because 7 Store are doing a 25% discount. So if you're looking for something on there, you'll get a nice discount. Let me just say that. So yeah, instead of being 180, I think it is 185, they came to just under 140, which I was happy with.
Sick.
Yeah, and I've also got my first pair of Crocs. I know, bro.
Proper there's something going on with you, honestly. First, we've got the waffles, we've got the Crocs now. We need to make people, we need to make it a trifecta. We need to get the Adidas's on this guy's feet.
Oh no, that is blasphemy, bro. But no, with the what do you call it? With the Crocs, I was like, do you know what? Every time I'm taking out the rubbish or I'm doing something in the garden, I got to faff about and put some shoes on and mess about with stuff. So I was like, let me just get some Crocs. You know, if I can get it for a good price. I've got the Echo Croc for anyone that knows. It looks a bit more like a Salehi Pembury Croc. And yeah, I thought, why not, man? 40 quid. They're going to last a lifetime. Can take them on holiday as well by the beach and stuff like that. Wear them in the beach, in the pool as well.
It's funny. It's funny you should mention that because obviously I'm going to Miami next month. And I was saying to my missus today, I'm actually thinking of buying a pair of Crocs. But I'm actually going to try and cop the Salehi Pembury collaboration pair. You know, the one that's got like proper soles on it, and it looks kind of weird. It's sort of like it's molded with volcano or something.
Yeah.
But I do like the look of them for holidays and stuff like that. So I might have to go and cop a pair. But just on feet today, I'll just quickly show you what I had, which was in fact the Field General Union LAs, which are these ones here. So I got these few months back when they first dropped. Really, really nice pair, really underrated, really, really comfortable as well, to be fair. And there were two other colorways of this as well. And as you can see, we've got the customary lace swap on these as well. I don't know how well that picks it up, but yeah, we've got some golden SP laces on there as well, just to accentuate the Union label on the side there. So yeah, that was what was on feet today. Trust me,
very nice.
On point.
Very nice, very nice. Kill switch, bro. You're not wrong. He says if you asked Erkin 2 months ago, would he cop 1, the Sunders, 2, Croc, 3, the Alien Waffles, or 4, the Chlorophylls, no way he'd say the 1 to 3. I don't. You know what? What's a chlorophyll, bro? I don't even mention that sneaker at the minute because I've just gone past it. Yeah, man. I mean,
an eBay check today because we haven't done one for ages, and I think that everyone that's watching the pod at the moment deserves it. Another eBay check today.
Do you know what? Just for the culture, we'll do it. We'll do it.
My man.
I think they're sitting around 2 though, isn't it? Aren't they? So like 222, I think.
I think you'll be surprised. In a 9, you're a 9. So
yeah. Let's have it. Let me share the screen.
I think they may even be under 2 at the moment.
Oh, don't say that, bro. Do not say that. Let me just cover up my postcode. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. There's progress. Right. Are we sharing? There we go. Right. Let's have a look. So obviously size 9. Wow, they're actually sitting around 2. And obviously you can do like best offer as well. So
bro, they're sitting around 2 and they're waiting for you.
No. Oh man, nah, do you know what? I think let me get through the year first, like the rest of the year, and then we'll see. Because bro, they just keep dropping like so many fire sneakers just out of the woodwork, and sneakers we knew that were coming out anyway. But it's like they're coming out quicker than we like think. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's crazy, man. So yeah, they're definitely still on the hit list. Don't get me wrong. It's just timing. That's all. And it's good to see the prices have come down a lot. You know. So
I honestly still think that the chlorophylls are definitely worth a cop. Still, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that.
Yeah.
I think they're one of the must cops of this year.
Yeah, definitely top 10, man. Especially Air Max, at least. Like they're definitely top 10 for me.
100%.
Yeah, I think kill switch, bro. These are green enough, man. These are the chlorophyll waffles. Let's just say that. But yeah, man. I mean,
kill switch if I was you.
Say again.
I would actually listen to kill switch if I was you.
Oh, what, the logo?
Yeah, try the logo, man. Honestly,
yeah. Maybe 180 in it, 175. That might be a shout, you know. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Definitely, they'll be coming home. Trust me, they'll be coming home. Seamus is asking, did you get the Jokers, the 180s?
Seamus, I can actually get £20 off the Jokers at the moment, so I'm really deliberating over whether to get them or not, because I'm trying to decide whether to get those or the TL 2.5s in orange and white color. But the Jokers are screaming out to me, Vault laces, and I think I'm gonna have to drop the cop on those, bro. But I've got two that I'm looking or working to get in this week, which is the blue airships, the Awake New York ones, and also there is what the CO JP dunks as well coming out on the same day. So but the 100% the Jokers I can pick up at the moment for 120, so it might be a good shout, Seamus. Absolutely 100%.
Yeah, welcome if you guys are joining late, welcome. Yeah, man, I think we'll start off with the massive event up north that happened, the Manny Maze with Corteiz and the Nike Air trainer Huaraches. Unfortunately, couldn't make it. I know it was like destined for me to go, being up in Manchester, but yeah, Saturday was just jam-packed, man. Family stuff going on. And yeah, we'll dissect it though. It looked pretty cool. A lot of content was shared by like podcasts, a few influencers and people of the brand, fans of the brand, I should say. Also, James, I don't know if he's in here. He actually went, which was cool. I was actually contemplating linking up with him to go, but he went with his son. So shout out to him. What he said to me was,
did they cop a pair?
No. So I did ask him. I was in touch with him. He was like, bro, it was so hard to get him. Like the maze was tricky, this and that. I think him and his son didn't get him, unfortunately. But what was cool, even if you didn't get him, he got like a free t-shirt, which was kind of customized for the event. It was like Corteiz up north in red that covers the branding, which was sick. Yeah, there was 100 pairs only. So the first 100 people who completed the maze to find the Huaraches got them. And yeah, man, it looked pretty cool. I mean, it looked like a big turnout, possibly around 500-600 people from what James was saying. And we need things like that, man. I know a lot of people say, oh, it's always in London, it's always in these certain locations. And the one time it's not, I can't make it. But who knows, man? Who knows? Next time it might be an even better shoot or collab or whatever. And even if it is in London, I might travel down, vlog it, meet up with Hass and do something like that, you know? So,
you know, yeah, I mean, down to Manchester as well. I do like Manchester, so it's an excuse for me to come down and see you as well. So, yeah 100, man. But I think, I don't know if you saw it online. Clint actually posted a video. There was like a vlog, or not a vlog, sorry. There was like a video he put out there of how he come up with the idea for the maze. I can't remember what he watched, but it was that point when he watched something and he had that idea in his head, like the cog started turning, and it was like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a maze. And then he had this maze. I don't know if he had the maze built from scratch or whether it was already as it is, but yeah, kudos to the man for marketing and everything else. He's on fire at the moment.
Man, he's killing it. And the fact, it was the Stockroom podcast. Shout out to them boys. A few people I know have been on their podcast, and yeah, great content. They actually sat down with him with like a makeshift studio, and he explained, I think he watched Bridgerton, which is like a posh, for anyone that doesn't know, it's like a posh UK sort of old school drama where it's like a lot of romance and like, you know, good day, my lady, and all that sort of crap. But yeah, someone was going through a maze or something, and it triggered something in him to come out with the Manny maze. So yeah, I found that cool. And unfortunately, the white pair, as nice as it is, all leather, looks lovely, it's not actually coming out in the UK, which is annoying. Now, at retail anyway, obviously, who knows if it's just where he's going to be sort of releasing them, if it's America or other places. But come on, if you really want them, StockX and places like that, I mean, I'm guessing they'll probably be around the same price as the grey, maybe like 250 around that price. But yeah, bro, what did you make of the whole vibe, the event, and from what you've seen?
Bro, I'm just gutted I couldn't get there. I would have loved to have gone. But I think what he's done and what he's carrying on doing and stuff, I think it's great. I know we're singing Clint's praises a lot recently, last 2, 3, 4 weeks. But you know, you've got to give someone their flowers when they're doing well, and he's actually pushing the boat out. And yeah, I think it was great. I think it was great what he did with the maze and everything. You know, he knew that he'd get a good turnout from there. He's repping, you know, for Manchester as well. You know, getting those people involved. It's not only a London thing, but he's bringing it everywhere. So yeah, man, it's good. It's a good vibe. I just hope that he gets something going on in London as well, so that we could, you know, maybe partake in that as well. But yeah, Clint's smashing it at the moment, man.
Yeah, hopefully something with the black pair. He does something in London, and that would be a vibe, man. I mean, that colorway just like screams wintertime London vibe, you know, like camo with the black. Yeah, man, amazing. But yeah, it looked pretty cool. I mean, the marketing's always top tier, and the rollout, how he did it, kind of on short notice. I think it was like a 2 or 3 day turnaround. So yeah, I mean, it works. You know, a lot of people turned up for it, and the thing is, what's even more great about it, like, he knows all these people are going to be recording, putting up on their stories, on their Instagram, YouTube and stuff. So the event and the brands and the shoes markets itself, because you get the people sort of, oh my God, we can win these for free. All the money he's given out in terms of the shoes, he's saved on marketing alone, because all the people are going to be sharing it and stuff like that. So yeah, I think they call it guerrilla marketing. I think I've searched it up a little bit, and yeah, it's like all these sort of, you know, limited or scarce releases or collabs with the clothing and shoes. It's like that. Yeah, the way he's done it is top tier, man. Top tier.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got another shoe we're going to talk about shortly as well.
Have people seen our list? Have people seen our list of topics? Or
man, even James, like, he messaged on the Discord and he sent all topics to talk about, and I was like, bro, I've got like most of them, which is nuts. But yeah, whilst we're here, let's talk about the Amamanier Air Force Ones. I don't know, man. They look amazing. Don't get me wrong, but it's just, I'm not an Air Force guy, bro. Like, and I know as soon as you unlace them, they've already got a crease in those, you know. But are you going for them, bro, or is it a miss as well?
Bro, I've got to say one thing to you. So one thing I've got to say is the waffles, bro. If you're going for the waffles, you've got to give other a chance. Let's be honest now. But no, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. There's been a lot going on with Air Force Ones at the moment. Not exactly all good, but you know, people are saying it's pretty much the same silhouette all the time. Not silhouette, same sort of color schemes, same sort of type shoes and stuff. I think Complex on the Complex Con show as well. You know, I think Lil Yachty, he had a go at someone for saying they were basic and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to get at here is that Amamanier actually have done something a little different with it. You know, they've put their own mark on it. They've put their own branding on it. They've put their own little unique touch on it. So in my opinion, I think it stands out just enough from other Air Force Ones to have it in its league of its own, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So for me, I'm not a massive Air Force One fan, but it's definitely one that I would have or consider having, other than, you know, your basic Air Force Ones. So yeah, I think it looks cool, man. The colorway is nice. It's warm. Like, you look at it, it's your typical sort of Amamanier colors. But yeah, I'm excited to see what it looks like in hand, and I'll give it that chance, 100%.
Yeah, I think I'm same with you, man. I mean, it's giving me sort of linen vibes, but a bit more posh, a bit more dressy, you know. Yeah, I really like it. Like, when we spoke about it beforehand, we talked it up. You know what I mean?
It's the way I look at it, though. I look at it as in, if you buy an Air Force One, you wear Air Force Ones every day. They're your beaters, right? Toe box creases and everything else. If I'm buying these, I'm not wearing these every day.
Yeah, yeah.
These will be out every now and then, simply because they look really nice. If I was to see these shoes on someone's feet, you know, I'll be looking a couple of times. You know, oh, they look really nice. But Air Force Ones, no,
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
So this is the major difference, I think. Like the materials, the color scheme, from what it looks like, the leather is going to be great quality on these. So I'm hoping the toe box will hold up a lot better than your average Air Force Ones. Yeah. So for me, 100% give these a chance, and that's coming from someone that really isn't a big fan of Air Force Ones, bro.
Yeah, do you know what? Look, Air Force classic shoe, probably the most iconic shoe in history. It's just, I can't stand the fact that you spend £100 plus on a shoe that if you don't wear protectors in them, if you don't like proper stretch them out or whatever, they just look creased and all that sort of stuff. Now, I don't care about creases with other sneakers. It's just, there's something about a creased Air Force One. It's a red flag, bro. Like, it is. But this pair, I don't know what it is, that toe box, it looks naughty. Like, it looks really nice. Like, the leather, the cut of it is thicker, the overlays. Didn't even know it was a sort of translucent outsole, which is crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah, I didn't as well, just until the other day. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. What's going on here? Because we didn't get proper pictures, did we? But I think that even that translucent sole adds an extra dimension to the shoes. And this is why I think just everything that is on the shoe sets it apart from the rest. And I think they've done a great job with it from looking at the pictures. And yeah, that toe box, you've got a turn-in stitch as well around the toe box. So I think, honestly, I think these toe boxes will hold up. Because there's no way that Amamanier will look at a number of silhouettes and think to themselves, hold on a minute, let's go for the Air Force One and you know, the silhouette where it's known to have creasy toe boxes. They will have come up with an idea, right, guys, we'll go for the Air Force One, but we're going to absolutely snazz this one out. It's going to be snazzy as hell, and we're going to get the toe box right, etc., etc. So they would have done their homework on it, bro, 100%.
Yeah.
And I'm 80% leaning on getting these as well.
I can't lie. Now that I've seen official pictures and everything else, like, because I've been trying to stay away, I'm like, I can't be swayed anymore. Like, I'm trying to lock off the year because unless something mad drops, I'm like, yep. But yeah, got to stay away. But these, the more I look at them, bro, there is something about them. Like, they're really dressy, they're very smart, and it looks like they'll hold up as well. Like, way better than any Air Force One I've seen recently. Anyway, yeah, we've got like this. Oh, bro, they look good.
Looks plush as well. Look at that sock liner. It looks so comfortable.
Looks like velvet.
Yeah, it just looks great. Even the swoosh, bro. The swoosh looks like it's protruding. You've got that thick swoosh on there. It's not like your standard sort of swoosh on the shoe, but it's very classy, if you know what I mean. So yeah, man. And my money, yeah, you can pay me if you want. You know, marketing and stuff. It's all good. But no, I'm gonna go for these. I'll just say it outright. I'll probably go for these once they come out.
Yeah.
Everything just looks so nice. So
they're dropping on the 22nd. Okay, so literally around the corner. I'm not going to be doing the whole Amamanier website thing. Like, the import fees are just not worth it on this pair. No. So yeah, we'll just wait for him, man. I think look clean, man. I know, like, Scopes, he's notorious for being an Air Force guy, so he'll probably have him in. Definitely have him in.
Oh yeah, I'm 100%. Yeah. If I'm looking to get the lowdown on Air Force One, sorry, he's the guy that I'll turn to watch, because he's the one in the know-how with Air Force Ones.
Yeah, he's any Air Force One you can think of, Scopes has it. Like, honestly, he smashes it every time. So yeah, I mean, Broski's, let us know in the chat. Are you going for these? Are you like Air Forced out? Are you excited about these? Because this was definitely maybe fourth on my list in terms of the pack, you know, while you were sleeping pack. It went 95s, the 3s, the 4s, then these. I can't remember what else was it, the 39s and the Converse.
Yeah, 39s and the Converses we won't talk about, but yeah, the top four definitely are the ones that, you know, deserve a place in that league. So yeah, I mean, here's a question for you. Do you reckon once you have these in hand, I know it's too early to say, would it be able to dislodge any of the other three out of your list? exactly.
To be fair,
Potential is what I'm saying.
To be fair, maybe the fours, because there was something about that shoe, as amazing as it looks. For me, it's just not a practical shoe. Like, it just looks like, you know how it goes, bro. In this country, it's like you have to be so careful with materials of that caliber. And obviously, I haven't had them in hand, so I can't comment. But in terms of what I would wear out of these and the fours, might be controversial, but I'm leaning towards these, you know. I don't know what it is. So, yeah, what are you saying, though, bro?
Yeah, 100%. With, like, look, the fours look amazing, look nice. And if you want a pair, I believe you can still grab it close to retail. 100% these, with the way the weather is here. I mean, look, us in the UK, we're all weather people. We know the precipitation or rain and everything. We know it all, trust me. So, yeah, out of the two, I think these would definitely be worn more throughout the year than the fours. The fours would definitely be sort of like a summer shoe. It's just too nice to wreck, sort of thing. But yeah, I think these ones.
Yeah, and for me, because I've got the OG Amamanier fours, that's why I sort of steered clear from the new pair. But yeah, a couple of the comments spot on. A lot of people are saying it's like a posher upscaled linen, which is spot on. Like, honestly, the materials, the color, the vibe. JTP saying probably one of the best Air Force Ones to release this year. Yes, 100%. Kill switch, spot on, bro. Date night sneaker. These with a pair of jeans. Let's just say there's a happy ending at the end of the night. That's all I'm gonna say. So
Feb 14th, yeah. I'm telling you now.
Trust me.
If you're looking for Valentine's shoes, yeah, and there's gonna be a ton coming out. We all know, you know, there always is. Get yourself a pair of these and rock it on the on Valentine's Day, Feb 14th.
It's got that vibe as well, isn't it? It's got that sort of pinky vibe. Yeah,
you can rock these on the night, on the day, whatever. It's just got that feel, man.
Yeah, it's definitely true, man. Ash 100. I don't know who these guys are. I'll be honest. Do you know these guys? Mayor and 2J.
Rings a bell, but I'm not sure. That sort of rings a bell.
I've seen the names.
Elaborate on that a bit, bro. And then we'll get down to it.
Let us know. Yep, we've got this is a mad name. Backlin Basquiat. I'm going for the Air Force Ones, and I think they're better than the Jordan 4s. Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree.
Is that Brooklyn Basquiat? Just let us know. I think it's meant to be Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn. Sorry, bro. Yeah. It's been a long day. It's a Monday, bro. Kill shot and top dog. Oh, bro. Homer's got a good shout. Top one is the Jordan 4 Amamanier. Ooh, okay. That might ruffle a few feathers. All right. So, Hass, is this what I think it is? Famiri?
Yeah, Famiri. We'll go with Famiri.
Famiri sounds cool, innit? That's a shout. Right. So, order of the pack. So, I gave my order. Hass, what's your order from what you've seen so far from all of them?
Definitely the 95s for me. I know we weren't saying that 5 weeks ago, but definitely the 95s top. Then you've got the 3s and the 4s. So 95, 3, and 4. And then once the Air Force One comes along, it's going to be a contender, in it. So we'll see where it goes after we've got them in hand. But it may well replace the 4. But I think myself and Erkin like probably basing the 4 off the practicality over the other 2, because if you look at the 95 and the 3, you can pretty much wear those, you know, anytime, anywhere sort of thing, simply because of the levers. It's all leather based and everything else. But with the 4 being mostly like, you know, suede, nubuck, you know, it's just not practical enough.
Yeah, it's true. The only thing I've just noticed, this part here, where that toe box sort of curves, it already looks creased. What have I done? Hold on. Yeah, look, I don't know if you guys, can I zoom in more? Do you know what I mean? That little bit here, where the toe box is. I can't even zoom. 1
On the side panel where it joins up with the eyelets, you mean?
Yeah, like just that curve where the overlay is.
Oh, you're talking about where sort of where the midsole is, between the midsole and the stitching.
Where my mouse is. Can you see the mouse?
Yeah,
that already looks like a problem. But look, sometimes when the materials are that good, creasing adds a bit of character to the shoe and it looks a bit more like, do you know what I mean? Like, and you can't always say that. Well, you can never say that about an Air Force One. So if you can do that with this pair, the more you wear them, the more they look good. That's a win-win, man. Yeah. Let's just pull up the comments quickly. Right, Brooklyn Basquiat. Can you pull up the Nike SB Seattle Supersonic Dunks and tell me your opinions on those?
This is my time right here.
Let's have a look.
Brooklyn. Can we just call you Brooklyn because I don't know how to say the rest. Brooklyn, if you know anything about me, it's that I'm an SB guy. So I saw these months and months ago, and straight away I said to a friend of mine, these are hitting differently. The colorway is hitting differently. Even the swoosh on top of that colorway is hitting differently. I love the gum soles on there as well. And I think they've done a great job with these, just looking at the first-hand pictures. So for me, this is going to be a must cop. Supersonics basketball is a unique thing to America. But if they are dropping US only, I'm going to hope that I can cop a pair once I'm out in the States next month. So definitely a pair that's going to be slept on. A lot of SB Dunks have sort of flown by this year without too much interest, such as been, the influence of other shoes over these. And I think these ones are going to be the ones to sort of, 100% that we need to go for. And I think they'll be available. If we can get the drop over here, I think it'll be not too difficult to obtain. So yeah, man, they've done a great job on these. Anyone else going for these, let me know. But I don't think Nike have done a collaboration with Seattle Sounders before, so it's a first.
Yeah, I mean, clean colorway. Obviously, I'm not an SB guy, but dare I say it, the poor man's Freddy Krueger's. I'm joking. No. They look clean though, but that was the first thought I had, like the colorway Freddy. But obviously, yeah, I like them, man. I do like them. Obviously, I won't be going for them just because, yeah, like I said, I'm not an SB guy. But as always, I can always appreciate a shoe like this from afar just because the colorway is clean. You know about an SB by now, like the comfort and everything else, man. Just you can I feel like with SBs, you can always do so much with them compared to a normal Dunk. Like, don't get me wrong, Dunk's super wearable. But with an SB, they're more practical, like in terms of going out in them and everything else.
I look at things like when I look at these SBs, I'm already thinking 3 or 4 different ways that I can customize these just by changing the laces. I'm also getting like holiday vibes, like Christmas vibes. You can wear these during Christmas time, bro. It's just got those colors. But also, even if it's not Christmas, switch it up. You can put golden laces on these. You can put white laces on these. You can put a lighter shade of red laces on these. The customizations are just limitless.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing with your color combinations and everything else. I think, these, you can't go wrong with them. But definitely, the quality looks amazing on these. Honestly, I've done a few close-ups on it, tried to enlarge it, and the quality looks really good, really on point.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, I think me and Hass might have to start up our own lace brand, because
bring it on, bro.
I think it's a shout, man. I think it's a shout. We might have to get cooking. But yeah, very cool shoe, man. Honestly. So yeah, you said your list for the Amamania while you were sleeping pack. Broski's, let us know what your list is in terms of what's been out already. Where would you rank the Air Force Ones and obviously the rest of the pack? I think we'll move on though. because we have to talk about the shoe next to me. Let's get the waffle out of the room.
Oh, we're addressing the elephant in the room.
Yeah, we have to, man. We have to. I mean, first things before I start, give my opinion. Have your opinions changed on this shoe? Like, don't hold back, bro, because
bro,
it's just business.
I didn't hold back last week. When we were talking about these shoes last week, I didn't hold back. I was just like, what the hell is going on? Like, what are they doing? However, I did watch your video, bro. I did watch your video, and I watched numerous other videos off the back of your video. And I think I've just sort of, in my mind, I'm sort of talking myself into, should I go for it? Should I go for it? Should I go for it? I'm slowly sort of coming round to the idea of maybe having them in hand. So numerous videos I've seen, comfort level's been quite good, apparently. There are a few issues with this shoe, though. There are a few issues for me. Notably, the Nike sign on the back with that TN logo. For me, I don't know. I just can't get along with it. And I just wish that they'd have kept that midsole as an Air Max, as a TN sort of midsole all the way around, rather than wrapping the waffle midsole across the back, if you know what I mean. So it's got it running through that midsole. I'm not a huge fan of that, bro. I think they should have just left it to go all the way around, because we've got enough from the front end and we don't really need any more at the back. So they should have just really, like a cut and shut, they should have just kept it half and half. Yeah. But look, it looks different. It looks like a Grinch. It gives me like Grinch vibes, Kobe 6s, although in a waffle theme. So yeah, and I've seen the triple blacks of these. I've seen the triple blacks, and I'm leaning towards those triple blacks. However, you know me, I'm a sucker when it comes to vibrant colors, neons, volts, and anything that sort of stands out. And I think predominantly that is probably the reason why I'm leaning towards actually getting a pair of these. Even with the flaws. Yeah, bro. I've just got to put this here now. Yeah, 7. If you guys are interested, obviously I'm not sharing an affiliate link here, but 7 Store have a 25% off Black Friday code, so you can get these for like £98. I think it comes to with the code. Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're tempted, I'll put it out there. But where's my phone? But the black pair, bro, like that's everyone. Shall I do a live cop? Hey, chat. What are we saying? What are we saying, chat? Chat. Shall I do a live cop? You guys let me know. That Eddie Hearn meme. Oh, go on then. I will do a live cop. Let's get the black pair up as well, actually, because everyone's like leaning towards this pair, but I don't know, man. I think they're all sold out in the sizes. The black pair is so nice. Don't get me wrong. Like, very wearable, very like stealthy and everything. It's just, I think if you're trying to pull off a sneaker like this with the whole Frankenstein vibe and, not the prettiest shoe to look at in most people's eyes, but if you're going to go loud, you want to go loud and proud. You want to go colorful. You want to stand out even more, because people are going to look at this shoe and think, oh, okay, like just another black shoe, another black waffle sneaker kind of thing. But with a colorway like this, the action green, people are looking, they're double taking. They're like, whoa, is that a TN? Is that a waffle? Is it, all these kind of thoughts and stuff. But don't get me wrong, the black looks amazing. But yeah, we'll talk about it, man. We'll talk about, obviously, this pair. The unboxing video was so many emotions, bro. Like, and it's not that deep, obviously, but I was ready to rip it a new one. I was ready to be like, right, what were Nike thinking? Look at the state of this thing. It just looks like they've run out of materials for one shoe and had to go with the other shoe and stuff like that. But, bro, the moment I tried these on, I was like, what sorcery
Philosopher's Stone Chamber of Secrets is this, bro, because it was like, wow, like so comfortable. And I've never experienced anything like that when it's got anything TN on it. Like TNs are very comfortable anyway, but yeah, this mismatch was very well needed. It's just the only problem I have, like you said, why didn't you just go for all TN midsole? Like that would have smashed it. Do you know what I mean? That would have been like probably top 10 Air Max of the year. Like if you think about it in terms of.
And this is why the triple blacks, for me, I lean towards the triple blacks because it sort of masks that sort of overlay into the midsole. It's more stealthy, so you can't see. I can't notice like most of the flaws that I have with it. So in essence, what I'm saying is it papers over the cracks for me being a triple black.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It kind of hides the flaws, a bit like makeup kind of vibe. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I don't know. Like this is obviously the action green that we've had recently on the Air Max 90 Drift. And it worked on both sneakers. Like I really like this sort of color palette. It's giving me, like someone said in the Seamus said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I said that in my review as well. Like this colorway,
Michelangelo.
Yeah. It's so nice, man. So nice. But this is the bit that ruffles my feathers, bro. Like, why the hell would you do that? It's got like Waffle on a TN outsole, and I get it. They put it together because to even out the shoe in terms of balance, but that outsole alone, that needs to be, someone needs a word. Do you know what I mean? Someone at Nike needs to be like, okay, maybe not. But yeah, it looks like a lot of sizes are selling. I think sneakers sold out, which everyone was like, what is going on? Crazy, man. Crazy. I think Wear Testers, someone said Wear Testers just done a review as well. 6 hours ago.
To be honest, he was like you in your review, basically. He was like, oh, actually, you know, so yeah, man, it's yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't really watch like content like that. I mean, unless I know someone, I'll watch it. Like I'm kind of sneaker contented out. Like when you're spending so much time reviewing and talking about shoes on your own channel and with Hass and everything, the last thing I want to do is watch someone else's opinion. Unless, obviously not all the time, but yeah, let's see what people are saying about this sneaker, because it's like a lot of people are starting to talk, whether it's good or bad, but it's getting a lot more buzz than I thought it would. And the fact that it sold out on Sneakers app, I was like, what? Like, are people just hating online and actually ordering them and getting them? So, yeah, man. I mean, let's see what the colorways are like. I'm surprised that the purple colorway isn't out already, because that would have been a shout, you know, sort of voltage purple vibes. But yeah, let's see what other colorways come out with this shoe, if there is any, because if this is the real hate from the community, obviously it's going to be one of those hitting the sales rather quickly. But yeah, chat, let us know. Obviously, the full review will be out in a day or so. The unboxing video is out already. Don't sleep, man. At least try them. That's all I've got to say. Like, don't knock them until you try it. Don't knock it until you try it. So,
I think there will be more. There'll be more stock of these, simply because it's a new silhouette, so to speak. But they'll want to push some more of these shoes out. So I don't think we're going to be limited as we think it is. Although it might have sold out on sneakers, we're now seeing on certain sites, like you mentioned, going for £98. That tells me that there is going to be a restock of these, I think, through other outlets, not sneakers, obviously. But yeah, I think they're gonna push some more of these out.
Yeah, and whether it is returns or I don't know, just slow stock, because a lot of retailers, what they do, especially if they've got like a site-wide sale, they sort of drip feed the site, so they're not always selling the shoe at a discounted price and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's not being marketed as a DN or those sort of sneakers. Like, you saw that sneaker everywhere, and I would, as ugly as they may look to a lot of people, I'm surprised Nike haven't really pushed the boat out with this in terms of marketing and getting the right people to wear them, to push them. Yeah, man, it's one of them ones. Let's see what Nike do with these.
I mean, look, it depends how you style it out as well.
Yeah,
depends on you, what sort of style you have, what sort of fits you like, and then I can imagine people will style these out in some way or another. So, you know, if you're just going to have these with a pair of jeans, you know, with your jeans over it, it's not really gonna say anything. But I think people will style these out in a way where they'll be like the star of the show, they'll stand out and they'll look better with certain fits. And that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, personally, I think they go best with like cuffed joggers or combats.
100%.
I'm just going to try and show a bit of a sneak peek, you know, to the thumbnail, but let me just see if I can get it on screen, because this is what I mean. This is what I think where it shines, like the cuffed look to them, you know, it looks great, man. And obviously it's more like, I feel it's more like a gym shoe, the stability, the comfort, all that good stuff. So yeah, man, let's see.
I can imagine the maneuverability on your toes is quite good as well, with it being a waffle.
Yeah, and where I think this is different to the TN in terms of the comfort and everything else, it feels like it hugs your foot more. And I thought that's where the comfort lies. It's like it hugs your feet, bit snug, but not too suffocating. And it's just the right amount of like support and comfort at the same time. And yeah, as much as I'm bashing the outsole, the waffle outsole, that could play a part in the comfort as well. So it's a bit of a give and take, you know. But yeah, man, let's see if Haas is actually tempted and goes for them.
We'll see.
Great shoe, man. Great shoe. Let's see. Yeah, I think what other drops we had? We've had the Jordan 4 Fizz. Even my sister, she messaged me today, where can I get these? I was like, okay, what size are you? Size 5, you know. This is the woman or person who got me into sneakers, her and my older brother. Like, she's got more sneakers than me. It's crazy, man. She's got like a whole garage full, a whole room full as well. It's nuts. So yeah, did you go for the Fear 4s or did you pass? What's the vibe?
Yeah, so I think this is the first time they've actually retroed the Fears, and I haven't got the first ones, but I knew there'll be a lot of stock with the Fears, so I didn't actually go for it on the day, and I called it right. I think they're still sitting in certain places. As soon as I found out they were going to be available through JD's, Foot Locker, I just knew that there'll be quite a lot of stock. So I passed on these. It wasn't priority for me. I think I bought about 5 or 6 4s this year alone. So I'm thinking, as much as I'm a sucker for a speckled midsole, you know, I really am, but I just thought to myself, no, I'll pass, and then I'll probably revisit at some point down the line, and add them as well. But for me, the mission this week is probably the airships, the dunks, and I think I had the mockers I was mentioning last week as well. So the Jumpman Jacks, I'm anticipating a drop very soon. So those are the priorities for me. If I say one thing about the Fears is that I believe that the shape of the shoe has changed from the original. So I don't know. For me, it looks like it comes down more narrow with these. And the originals look like they have more they're a bit more bulkier sort of thing.
Yeah, a bit more boxy, isn't it? Yeah.
Comfortable than these. So don't get me wrong, nice colorway. The gradients are nice. You've got light gray, the speckled midsole. The upper is like your white funders. So you've got a mixture of everything there. Yeah, man, it's a nice shoe, but I just feel like we've been forward out this year. You know, there's been so many 4s dropping this year. It's like, okay, so we've had the Amomaniers, we've had we've had the Breads, we've had the Industrial Blues, we've had the White Thunders, we've had so many 4s this year.
Yeah.
And it's like another one. So yeah, for me, I passed, but I'll probably revisit at some point, maybe check the outlets, maybe, you know, when I go over to the States, you know. So
that's it, man. It looks like there's a certain Jordan 4s that come out throughout the year where there's a lot more stock than they sort of make out to be. And we've seen it, like certain sizes are still sitting on some websites. You're going to get restocks here and there as well. But defo top 10 Jordan 4s of the year, I mean, it's been a great year for fours, as much as the hype has sort of died down and taken a hit. But equally, there's been some crazy Jordan 4s. Like, it's crazy to think the Breads and the Military Blues came out this year. Like, it feels like last year at this point, you know? So, yeah, another great year.
To think that there was such high numbers for both of them.
Yeah.
And exactly. I think that's not a bad thing. A lot of people said, oh, these are bricks. These are bricks. How are they bricks? We all called for, you know, more numbers, more availability. And when it's here, you know, everyone's calling it bricks. Come on, like, you know, when has there been a time when you can hit on stuff that you actually want? So for me, it was absolutely a W move from Nike to actually increase the numbers on those shoes and, you know, increase the availability. So these are no different. They've increased the availability on these as well. I've seen a lot of people say these are bricks. These bricks, yeah, okay. If that's what we're going to call it, we'll call it bricks, right? But at the end of the day, those that want the shoes will get the shoes, regardless of whether they've sold out or not. And that's a W. That's always a W in my books.
Exactly. I'm sick of like people talking about bricks, though. You know, like, bro, we're not in 2019. We're not in 2020 anymore. You know, it's not COVID days where you only want to buy hyped stuff or collabs. Like, people enjoy GRs way more and colorways like this because it's easily to get or easier to get. And it's just, it's a shoe. When you think about it, because there's so much of hype that's being worn at events or just in public, they end up being GRs, because when you go to events, all you want to wear is hype. And then you see like 10 other people with the same shoe on, with the same idea. So it's like, bro, just wear what you want. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it annoys me, man. But yeah, good point from Killshot. I'm joking. Kill Switch. He says, someone said this to me earlier, actually, that they fit like the Breads, the reimagined. So they're a bit more wide foot friendly, obviously not killing your pinky toes and stuff like that. Yeah, and they look it like it's a bit more sloped, like you said, not as bulky. So yeah, they look good, man. They definitely
once you break them in, once I broke my Breads in, the comfort level on my Breads now, I could wear those shoes every day. It's that comfortable. It's so snug around your feet. The comfort levels are great. Honestly, brilliant. Yeah. And if these are the same as well, yeah, I'm definitely going to revisit these. It's just, I think we're getting to that stage where we're prioritizing things. 2025 is going to be huge, bro. So we're having to sort of prioritize from now what we want to get in, and you know, hope for the best for next year, sort of thing. So
yeah,
just
get those kidneys on pre-order, guys, because we got an expensive habit to fund. Yeah, no, it's true, man. It's true. And the thing is, I haven't even worn either one of my Breads or the Military Blues, which is crazy. But I'm kind of not waiting for the right time. I just feel like with fours, as much as I love, like, it's my favorite Jordan ever, I feel like you have to be in the mood to wear a four. Like, it's not like a 95 or most Air Max sneakers, even Jordan 1 lows at this point, where you can just bung them on and not care. I feel like with Jordan 4s, because they're so like, well, they're expensive, obviously more expensive now, but you just kind of want to take care of them. So you only want to wear them here and there, you know? So yeah, I definitely need to break out the Breads, the 4 Breads at least, because, bruh, all leather, you can't go wrong. But yeah, another Jordan we are going to touch on. A little old sneaker. Some might say the best sneaker of all time, or certainly best Jordan of all time. Black cement freeze. Ooh. What's the jury saying, bruh? What is everyone saying? Now, I said to myself, I wasn't going for these because I've got the Amamanier. Quick side note, actually, I was just thinking about what we spoke about last week, about that blue and white pair being a sort of homage to the True Blues. You know, when you think about it, the black While You're Sleeping pair is paying homage to the black cements. And then the white pair that we had from the previous Amamanier drop is the True white cements. So,
oh yeah, you're right. To the white cements, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So if you think about it, there might even be a fire red inspired Amamanier black Jordan 3. So that would be crazy, you know, down the line.
That's a crazy theory, bro.
Yeah, like it's mad when you think about it.
You know what? I'd love someone from Amamanier to actually confirm that.
Yeah. It's mad though. I don't know what I thought. Like, I just thought about it yesterday. I was like, wait, hold on. You know when you have that moment, you're like, this looks like the true blues. The blacks, obviously black cement, and then the whites, white cement. So it's like, yeah, it's mad. It's mad. Anyway, what are we saying, Has? Are they a must cop? Are they like top 10 of the year? Are you going for these? Have you got a pair of the 2018s or yeah, what are we saying?
Yeah, do you know what? I don't have a pair of the 2018s. I know the cultural significance of the originals, one of the best, if not, the best sneakers of all time, considered by many. And you know what? I can't hate on these. I'm gonna have to go for these because honestly, the more I look at them, and I was a bit like you. I was like, right, I've got that on my many years. Do I need another 3 this year? Yeah. And the more I've been seeing them, the more I've been, getting that buzz and everything else. Everything about it just says to me, I've got to have it just for the cultural impact it's had, in the sneaker world. So, yeah, for me, I think they look great as well. Can't go wrong with the cements. So, yeah, man. Another 190 out of pocket, but it is what it is.
Bro, I didn't want these, man. Like by choice, but at the same time, I've never had a black cement free. So I'm like, do you know what? It's an OG colorway. It's because I've got the true blues, I've got the fire reds. Reluctantly had to sell the white cement reimagined. So if I got these, I would have completed the pack. But there's something about this shoe, man. When you think of top tier sneakers, not just Jordans, you're talking Chicago Jordan 1s, you're talking black cement 3s, 95 neons, 95 infrareds, Air Max 1 reds, and so on and so on. So it's one of those shoes, bro, like a staple Jordan 3 or Jordan or sneaker in general. People that aren't even into Jordans will be looking to cop these. So it's crazy, man. Yeah, when are these dropping next week, isn't they? I think it's Saturday.
I think they're dropping next week. They've already dropped in the States through certain outlets. Some people got it on a pre-release as well. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Instagram. But yeah, definitely these are ones that I'm budgeting for. Yes, people, that's the stage that we've got to. We're budgeting. Yeah, I just think everything. Look, the shoe just works. Your black, white, grey, and the little hits of red in there as well. It's just a classic, timeless piece. And shout out to, God bless his soul, Tinker Hatfield, for producing this shoe at the time. There's a lot of things that guy did, but this is probably his masterpiece that he's left for us. So, yeah, man, this is going to be 100% a must cop for me.
Yeah, and I think with the Jordan 3 in general, obviously, this was the shoe that saved Jordan from leaving Nike. You know, we all know the story by now. Like after the 2s, Jordan was like, "Nope, I'm out. They're horrendous. They're not what I wanted from the brand, the collaboration, whatever else." So Tinker had to sit him down with a presentation, everything else, and say, "Look, this is where we're going with it. They're going to be more comfortable. They're going to be better for on-foot performances and stuff like that, on-court performances, sorry." And yeah, the rest is history, man. Without this shoe, there won't be the 4s. There won't be countless other collaborations, the 11s and whatever else, So yeah, it's one of those historical releases way back in 88, I think it was. And yeah, it's one of those ones. I didn't like the 2018. I think it was 2018, wasn't it? The 2018 shape.
Yeah, the 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very boxy. It was.
I'll be honest, right? These look better than the 2018s.
Yeah, 100%.
And look at them side by side, right? They just look better. It's very rare when they're retro shoes that it's going to be better than the OG version, right? But with these, I think they've done a great job. Now, there will be people out there that will say, OGs, you can't beat them. They were the originals. Yes, they were the originals. But, there's no such thing as we can't make it better. They haven't made many retros better. But I think just by looking at the photos of these new ones side by side with the OGs, the shape looks better, the toe looks better, everything about it just looks subtly better, not dramatically, but subtle hits, which obviously we can see. But yeah, they look great.
Yeah, kill switch. Yeah, you're right. I think this does actually lead more towards the OG shape, because the 2018 there was a period where the freeze came out very boxy, very padded, and very like just bulky, and they look massive on foot. This reminds me of what they did with the white cements, where they've sort of thinned out the padding, made it more streamlined, made it more like athletic looking, if you want to say it like that. But yeah, Haas, honestly, compared to the 2018, people did like them, but I mean, a lot of people probably will prefer this, like us, you know. So
100%.
Yeah.
And chat kill switch as well. Kill shit. Kill switch. Kill shot. I was going to say kill switch, kill shot, and then I said kill whatever. We won't go there.
Kill switch. You got beef or something with Haas, bro? What's going on?
We're good, bro. We're good, bro.
Big up kill switch, man.
Yeah, big up kill switch. They have. I was just pointing this out. They have actually loaded onto the sneakers app at the moment. So yeah, they'll be releasing on the 23rd, which is Saturday, I believe.
I think it is. Yeah, today's 18th.
Oh, this Saturday, peeps.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be up nice and early. Make sure you don't go out too late on a Friday. You don't want to be sleeping whilst the drop occurs at 8 o'clock. So, yeah, man. Good times to be alive.
Yeah, I'll probably go for them. I might hopefully see if an Offspring are doing like a 8 a.m. drop or midnight drop. You know how they do it, but because
the midnight drops on Offspring are blessed.
So good, man. So good.
It's a blessed. The amount of times I've picked up drops at midnight from Offspring. Wow.
Yeah.
But failing that, I mean, Kill Switch has about 15 different accounts. So if anyone wants a pair, just DM Kill Switch. He might be able to get you a pair.
Yeah, he's locked in, man. He's locked in. But
he's locked in.
Yeah, broskies, let us know, man. Are you going for these? Obviously, what's your sort of vibe on the Black Cement Freeze? Is it one of the greatest shoes of all time? Is it not your vibe? Let us know, man. Let us know. Has, before we move on, there was a good question here. Where was it? What is where was it? Basically, here we go. Sorry. Lee, big up you, bro. What shoe releasing in 2025 are you most looking forward to? Good question.
For me, I'm just trying to think of there's so many shoes at the moment. But for me, it'll probably be the J1 High OG, the Rare Air, which is coming out early next year, I think. And that's the one that I'm looking most forward to. I love what they've done with the Rare Air previously. So I mean, I couldn't get a pair myself last time, so this time I'm hoping to cop.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the one that I'm most looking forward to. And then there are 95s as well that are coming out next year, sorry, because it's anniversary. So we don't know exactly what's coming out, but it's going to be big. There's going to be some big stuff going on next year with the 95s. But for me, the J1 High OGs, the Rare Airs, are probably the ones that I'm going to most look forward to next year.
Bro, I don't think I can narrow it down to one. You know, it's a crazy year with all the alleged releases. Like, as much as that 95 Neon is the one, like, I might try and go for 3 pairs if I can. It's that deep. I'm also looking forward to the Jordan 4 White Cements. Like, that is one of my top 10 sneakers of all time for me. Like, it's so even better than the Freeze, man, in my opinion. Yeah, the 95s. If I could, let me say 3. The 95 OG Neon, SB, Big Bubble, whatever they're calling it. White Cement 4s. Man. At the moment, it'll probably be the Stash as well. I know someone else said it in here.
I think the Stash might be coming. The Stash was being worn at ComplexCon.
Yeah.
And they look really good on feet. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Even with the changed up the eyelets or whatever you want to call it, the way they changed it up, even that looks okay on the shoes.
Yeah.
I got a sneaky suspicion that they might release it end of next month. Maybe
so I've heard it might be Air Max Day or something around that time, but if they're doing the OG neons around that time, I don't know how that lines up. I really don't. But you could be right; they could still be dropping. I mean, if they've leaked it now at Complex Con, why would they wait till next year to do you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is what I mean. And they've also leaked other shoes as well. Obviously, the Jumpman Jacks were on feet as well. The Browns. So there's a lot of stuff that was being worn at Complex Con that I'm assuming and I'm hoping might be out end of this month and next month as well. And I'm going to stick my neck out and say that the stash, we may be surprised next month. I wouldn't be surprised if they dropped it next month for the holidays. Right. And then that would lead on to, the major anniversary stuff coming next year. So, yeah, man, look, see, it says returns December 2024, bro. I'm telling you, they're going to release these next month. There will be a hype around it for Christmas as well. It's the perfect time if you think about it. Yeah,
it is, yeah.
Because people will be all over these. There's been a lot of, we've had a lot of 4s. We've had a lot of other shoes, but 95s. There's been like 3 or 4, maybe 3 that's dropped. That's been of any significance. And this will just be like the icing on top of that cake to end the year. And that will lead us on to the anniversary stuff next year. That's my belief. And I'm here for that. Honestly, I might even be in the States when it drops. So that might be a bit of a crazy one.
Oh, okay. You know what, though? It would make sense, though, for them to release them now or next month. It's just with the 95s being next year, the 30th anniversary, where do they go from there? Because obviously you got the SB or OG Neons. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you're going not hard, like there's maybe a handful of top tier colorways to the 95s that have come out already this year. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull off even better colorways or on par next year for the 30th anniversary.
But I think the signs were there, though, bro, with other shoes, right? What's the one thing that they've been doing with shoes at the moment and doing for next year?
They're bringing the Grails back.
They're bringing the Grails back, right? That's a sign that next year, I reckon they'll bring back the favorites. Like, we've got the Neons coming, obviously. And that, obviously, the Grail of Grails in 95 terms, right? I just think they're going to bring back a whole host of 95s that we, haven't seen since they first released.
Yeah.
So I think being the anniversary as well, I'm down with that. If they're re-releasing stuff, if they're retroing stuff, I'm down with that because it's not something that we see too often with 95s. And it would be great to see, include some stuff from previous releases.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I'm not complaining. Like, give me all the 95s because at the moment, it is my favorite Air Max at the moment. Like, I just every single day, I'm near enough in a 95. Like, it's mental, man. Yeah, I mean, we might as well talk about Complex's event or Complex Con. Did you catch up on? I think they did the top 10, didn't they? The top 10 of the year. I think it was the AE1 made their top spot. Bro, what do you think, bro? I need to just, I need to chill. What do you think, the AE1?
I was really surprised with the choice, but not surprised at the same time as well. For me, Adidas haven't had a great year, but one thing that they've done right is they've got the basketball shoe on point with these. 100% they've got it right. But I think they gave it more brownie points because it sort of bridged that gap between being a performance shoe and a lifestyle shoe at the same time. And it's had a lot of hype around it, and it's been backed by a lot of high profile people, celebrities, sports people, you name it. And it's almost like, they haven't had a great year, but they've put all their eggs in the basket with this one and they've come up trumps. And it's not bad, to be honest. For me, I'm looking at it and thinking, do you know what? It's super clean. It's just sleek in its design. They're like a flawless design, and it's like they played all their cards with this one. And yeah, I agree. If you look at it as a basketball shoe, it looks great. But yeah, I don't know. To say outright sneaker of the year when we've had so many other fire releases this year, I don't know. It's got to be a contender for maybe sneaker of the year, but outright.
So I've got the list up. I believe, I think this is right because I haven't actually watched it. I don't really watch Complex's stuff, man. It just feels like a lot of it is giving props to friends and stuff. Like if they know the person, they're gonna boost up their shoe or promote it a little.
A lot of it is business,
Yeah.
And that's what it is. They're never going to cut. They might critique a shoe, but most of it is like, right, we work in this industry. We work with loads of high-profile people, and everyone's going to have a piece of the pie, sort of thing. So it's to be expected.
Yeah. Air Max 95 Broski. Oh man, just imagine what colorway would the Broski? It would be a camo 95. I mean, come on, it would be rude not to. But yeah, I think we'll go through this list. Obviously, Broskis, take this with a pinch of salt. Please, if you can, if you've watched it, confirm this list to us because I'm just going off what I've seen on blogs and stuff. And it looks like it was updated or put up yesterday. The Omni 9s, the J Tips, Omni 9s, the Conies. Obviously, Hass has got a pair.
Great shoe. Great
shoe. Hass, bro. What are we saying?
Yeah, man, it's got to be in the conversation, man. J-Tips he's doing some big things at Saucony, man. Honestly, this guy is smashing it. It's otherworldly colorways, designs, little intricate bits and pieces on the shoes. Yeah, man, this has to be in the top 10 for me. Has to be. I got lucky on my pair, but I'm so glad I got a pair. And yeah, 100% top 10 for me.
Fair enough, man. I mean, I've always been a fan of J-Tips and, Saucony anyway, but I don't have a pair. It's just that collab for me, looking from the outside, it just goes from strength to strength, like, and I can see it just carrying on for the next 3-4 years or so. Yeah, I can't argue with that. I mean, not my kind of vibe in terms of what I'd wear, but it's, like I said, there's certain shoes I don't think I can pull off, but I really like even Nike shoes, not just singling this out. Yeah, amazing shoe, man. Amazing shoe. I can't be mad at that top 10 contender. Right, number 9. Here we go. Okay, we're talking. The Jordan 4 Nigel Sylvester RM. Doesn't say the colorway, but both of them, you could argue, either or. Yeah, man, Hass, another banger, another sort of sneaker that came out without us thinking too much about it in terms of you're not expecting too much from it. But, bro, wow, what a shoe. What a collaboration, man. Talk to me.
Bro, they created a moment in history with this. That's the way I see it, okay? This was that moment in history where it was like, question marks. How are they going to do a J4 low top? Bang, there you go. There's your RMs. There's your Nigel Sylvesters. This had a lot of promo behind it. It had the power of Nigel Sylvester behind it. It had everything behind it. And when we got the shoes in hand, I remember we were so surprised, bro. We were so surprised by the comfort, the design, the cut, and everything else. It just worked. And not only that, yes, this is a collaborative pair, but even the GR versions were absolutely fire. Some of the colorways that we got, like the GRs, I don't know if you can see over my shoulder, but I've got the green, the other green GRs as well, which look amazing. So for me, 100%, this has to be in the top 10 as well, simply because it's a new silhouette that's just come out and said, bang, I'm here. Like, this is it. So yeah, brilliant shoe all round, 100%.
Yeah, 100% spot on, man. I mean, I think the word you're going with, Hass, and I agree 100%, is impact. And there's very few shoes this year that are a new silhouette that has made an impact, whether it's good or bad, because a lot of people, they're not going to be vibing with it, but you know you're doing something right when people are talking about it, both ends of the spectrum. This shoe for me wasn't going for him, wasn't thinking about him at all, really. I mean, I saw snippets, I saw early leaked images and stuff, but bro, tried to get the green pair in the end, didn't have luck. Resale prices, no thank you. And yeah, the grey pair here, very widely released. They sat in a lot of places. I doubled up, and bro, love them, man. They've been on the feet in the rotation heavily. Let me just say that. And yeah, it's one of them shoes you love the look of, but you equally want to beat the hell out of it because it's so comfortable, so wearable, and it's like, bro, it goes with so many outfits, man. Like combats, cuffed stuff, trousers, you know, joggers, gym, shorts in the gym, whatever else. Like, great shoe, great
Not
shoe.
only that, they're durable as well.
Yes,
they're so well made, and that's what surprised me as well. And I was like, wow, these are actually like durable. They're like really well made. Like, so all around, they've done such a great job with it, man. Honestly, can't knock these.
Yeah. Seamus, just to answer your question, me and Haas both went true to size, and I know some people did go half a size up. I actually got half a size up as well in my second pair, but I just like how the true to size feels. I can't explain it. Yeah, there's a bit more room. It's just true to size for me. It just adds to the comfort because it's snug in a good way.
And yeah, obviously we have like narrow feet as well.
Yeah,
true to size for us, perfect. I would 100% say though, just based off a few other people I know, if your feet are on the wider side, definitely you have to go half a size up on these, 100%. Yeah. But on the narrower side, for me, I love that snugness, you know, that comfort level. So yeah, true to size, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, like some people, it's very hit and miss. Like, take what we say with a pinch of salt because we are narrow footed, but if you don't like that snug feeling, then yeah, defo go half a size up, bro. All right, we'll move on, man. But yeah, great shout. Defo in my top 10 of the year. Spoiler alert. Haas, this one's for you, brother. The Futura SB Dunk.
Why was I've always got things in hand? Like, honestly, yeah. So for me, these are probably my SB of the year.
Okay.
Best pair of SBs I've bought this year. Probably sits on top of the pile. Futura Labs SB Dunk. And bro, I think these ones are going to be a classic for years to come. Just so well made. Again, not ones that you want to wear through the winter, especially during rainy season and everything else. But definitely, if you're going to go to Miami or somewhere nice, you're not going to be rocking anything but these. These are just so clean and aesthetically pleasing, you know. So for me, 100%, these ones definitely deserve a place in the top 10 sneaker of the year. Gives me almost, I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Paris Dunks, okay? Probably one of the most expensive SB Dunks of all time. But just the artistry around it and everything else just gives off that vibes, albeit in a different color. So I catch a lot of feels with this one. And yeah, 100% deserves its place in that top 10. Great shoes. And similarly, chat, if you've managed to cop a pair of these when they came out earlier this year, let us know. But such a great pair of shoes, honestly. Just I can't rate it highly enough.
Yeah, man. As much as I've kind of spoiled it there. As much, like I said, I'm not an SB guy, but ever so often, if I could try and go for them, I will, just for the sake of how good they look. The vibe, obviously, the hype and stuff like that, don't get me wrong, but you just know there's a lot more care taken into a shoe compared to others. And this one, bro, amazing, man. Amazing, honestly. So yeah, great shout. Definitely a great shout. Worthy of a lot of people's top 10s. And yeah, I can't argue. Next, a very recent release, which we are going to talk on the controversy behind a potential remixed version of the shoe. But the Wu-Tang Dunk, very sought after, even though, you know, after all the hype's died down, people are still sharing, people are still going crazy for the shoe. Not my bag, to be honest, just because, yeah, me and Dunks have a love-hate relationship, man. I prefer the lows. And with Dunks, I prefer the suede Dunks. So, yeah, even though this is iconic, this is sort of grail status for a lot of people. For most people, it's just, yeah, man. What are we saying, Has? Does this make your top 10? Oh, boy. He works for Complex, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing.
Lace swap as well, by the way. I just prefer dark laces on this. But I digress. These made a dream come true for me. The Wu-Tang Dunks. I know Dunks aren't everyone's favorite shoe. And they get a lot of hate and stuff. But these being Wu-Tangs, it's made a dream come true for me, because I never thought that I would, and as many other people said as well, I never thought that I would actually have these in hand or ever own a pair. So the fact that they re-released this, and the fact that, it was impossible to get your hands on these, and we've been given the chance, it's amazing. Huge Wu-Tang fan, major comeback this year, huge cultural significance in not only the sneaker world but the hip-hop world as well. So definitely has to be in the conversation for sneaker of the year, top 10.
Yeah, and Lou, you kind of spoiled it, bruh, but we'll touch on it as we're here. The reverse Wu-Tang Dunk. Now, this is obviously rumors. Nothing's been confirmed, nothing's cemented. I know Jossie, he was going off as soon as he heard the news. His voice noted me. You know what? It was so funny with a Jossie. He voice noted me like he was talking about his ex, how bad the ex is, how much he's finished with his ex. Like, and he was talking about Nike, how bad they're going if they do things like this, like how innovative they are if they're doing like cash grabbing, basically. And by the end of it, I was like, bro, you're right, bro. Like, but it was like he was talking about a toxic ex as much as he loves Nike. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, bro. It just reminds me of the Michigans. It's just, don't do this. Like, when something so iconic comes out, you don't want to, like a classic film. Like, I can't even imagine them trying to remaster or like tinker a bit with E.T. Like films like that, Jurassic Park, the original. Bring it out, like remaster it in a sense of updated graphics, but you can't make a whole new film of it and change it and call it what it is. Do you know what I mean? This just feels like they're trying to capitalize off the moment and the vibe and the hype and everything else. How are you feeling? How are you feeling, bro? Talk to us.
Bro, I couldn't agree with what you said even more. I can't agree anymore with what you said. For me, I don't even want to say, depreciates the originals or, the original re-releases or anything. But for me, it is more like a sort of cash grab. Let's make as much as we can from this moment. Wu-Tang's back. Look at the hype we've created. Look at how many shoes we've sold. All right, what can we keep? What can we implement to keep this going? Okay, let's do a reverse swoosh. That might be an idea. Let's do a reverse colorway. Sorry.
Yeah.
And for me, it just cheapens not only the shoe but also the experience of having that pair. Simply because it was synonymous with the original. I mean, Wu-Tang were synonymous with the originals, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I look at the reverse colorway and I think this is not it for me. It's not a colorway that I'm interested in, but I'm not getting nothing of that old school sort of vibe, the OG vibes. So for me, it's a heavy no. And I just wish Nike would stop, piggybacking off the success of certain shoes. Some shoes just need to be left where they are. And I think we just need to remember the Wu-Tangs as they are, not what might come next.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it just amazes me, man. I mean, like I said, like sometimes less is more, and release the OGs, don't get me wrong, or what could have been, from way back when, but just ride with it, man. Release the merch and everything else. You don't have to like cheapen the feel of that pair. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it feels like to me, man. Chat, let us know. Are you going to be going for these? Some people might do. Some people might think, I couldn't get that original pair. Don't want to pay resale. Don't know what they're going for at the minute anyway. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just feels like a cheap cash grab and a poor man's, as bad as it sounds, a poor man's Michigan.
Yeah, I agree with you. And, you know, you want a shoe to stand for, you know, or represent what it's meant to represent, you know, and I don't want to sort of go out there and be like, oh, I've got the reverse ones of these. It's like, okay, well, you know. Yeah. Anyway, I don't agree. I don't agree with it, but definitely for me, the originals that released, top 10 sneaker of the year, easy.
Yeah. We'll carry on the list though, because yeah, I mean, so far so good from Complex. So far so good. Obviously, my whole list is Nike, but so far so good. Next, at number 6 is the Action Bronson New Balance 1906 Rosewater. Now, we know what he did with the V6s, 990 V6s. Baklava, obviously, he's not really slowed down with New Balance at the moment. And probably one of the best colorways he's done so far. There was a couple questionable colorways where he's literally said it. He said that New Balance has given him a lot of free roam and he just slapped a lot of colors together and just went with it. This, though, looks like there's a lot more thought, a lot more care that goes into it. And the 1906, in my opinion, probably top 3 New Balance sneakers at the moment in terms of popularity and what I would wear personally. My favorite is the 2002R. I know I sound like a new school guy, but yeah, man, I mean, fire collab. Wouldn't make my top 10, but looks good, man. Hass, what are we saying?
Looks good, looks great. I did go for them. No joy. I did go for the blue ones as well, although I like these better. But with the blues, I think you can get away with more of like a everyday wear, whereas these ones, you know, you'd probably wear every now and then because, you know, the colors scream out to you, right? Like, you know, you wear these and people look at your shoes and it's like, whoa, like, what's going on here, sort of thing. So nice colorway. I love the name Rosewater. It's got that vibe about it as well. I don't know if I'd put this in top 10. For me, there's been more significant drops, but definitely flirting with that top 10. But for me, there's been better than these. There has been better than these. But this is probably one of his top sort of shoes that he's come up with, certainly this year.
Yeah, and this is why I feel like with Complex, you can only take their top 10s of the year with a pinch of salt because they're obviously friends with Action Bronson and a couple other collaborators on the list probably. So, you know, not taking anything away from this shoe. It's just for 95% of people mostly, I don't think you'd put this in the top 10. But yeah, obviously, if you like the shoe, fair play. Great shoe anyway. It's just in terms of all the sneakers that have come out this year, this isn't one of the first you'd think of in a top 10, you know. But yeah, still a great shoe.
My son's got the 1906R, the black ones, the Cordura ones, and they're really, really nice. You know, definitely. You know, I'm not saying they're shoes that will stand out, but in terms of everyday wearability, looks wise, comfort, and everything else, on point, man. But yeah, these for me, I don't know, just flirting with the top 10 for me.
Yeah, even funny you say that though. Like my mate, Habs, shout out to him. He actually messaged me on Twitter asking about that shoe, the all black Corduras. He was like, "Bro, I need these. Where can I get them?" And he's not the biggest sneakerhead. He's had like certain shoes in the collection, but for him to message me about a New Balance says it all. Yeah, it's a great shoe, man. The 1906R, great shoe. Yeah, okay, we'll move on anyway. So we're moving into top 5 territory.
All right. Oh my God.
All right, now we're talking, man. Now we're talking. The Marvel and Kith A6 pairs. Bro, did they even release that? What's happened with them? Because
so they did release. They did release. Right. And the funny thing is, I weren't going to talk about these today, but before I actually come onto the pod, I was looking at a pair of the Magnetos.
Oof.
and there is a pair at the moment on eBay, brand new, going for £120, bro.
120.
120 with the box and the comic book and everything.
Yeah.
In at 8.5, which is my size. Chat, I need some help because I may well go for these right now, do a live cop for you guys, or I may even wait until after. But for me, I mean, I love the color purple anyway. Huge comic book fan, huge lover of Magneto.
Yeah.
What we saying, people? £120 all in,
bro. What size is it? Because
8.5. I'll show it on the camera to you.
Yeah.
In fact, if we get enough people say yes, I'll cop it live right now.
What's the sizing like on these though? Because obviously with Asics and Nike, they do come up differently, don't they? A share screen. It's a bit blurry.
But come on, hold on. There you go. Ooh, almost had it.
Hass is basically saying, "You lot just tell me now. I'll do it now, right now." Oh, that's the road.
People?
Bro, I am very tempted. Some of these colorways are dirt cheap, man. What is going on?
120. Base comic included as well. 8.5.
Even
people.
Bro, the Magnetos are 160 in my color, my size.
Yeah, these are the Magnetos, as you can see. So
that's without the comic though. So yours is with the comic, yeah?
With the comic as well, yeah.
Oof, man.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do it now.
Oh, chat, you gassed him up, man.
I've even got £1.27 in my balance that I could use towards it. So,
bro, even these are 135 in my size with the comic.
How much?
135 UK 9. The Magnetos. But bro, what's the sizing like though? Is it the same as like Nike? Like what do you do?
The sizing is for me true to size, I heard. So
okay. Oh man. You know, I might give him a little 120, just offer it to him 120 and see if he takes it as well. Chat, yeah, it might happen. What was your favorite anyway at the pack? Because I know there were some cool ones, but
I do like the Venoms.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah.
The Venoms are a bit expensive though, but for me, like I love the color purple as well. So, yeah, I'd say the Venoms and then these probably. There were the Silver Surface as well.
Yeah, I like the Spider-Man, but I just feel like they don't scream collab. You know, they just look a bit basic. Yeah, Hash, you gassed me up, bro. Anyway, we'll move on. Let's get back to it though. Hash, talk to me, man. I mean, Kif continually keep knocking collabs like this out of the park. Okay, Killswitch is saying true to size for me.
Okay, before we right.
He's done it. The boy's done it. Hide the order number. He's done it.
28.
He's done it. The boy's done it, man. You lot need, bruh. They need to send them the invoice. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right. We'll have them on the show next week. We'll have them on the show next week, Monday. So we'll go through bits and pieces. I'll get some pictures up on. If I get them by then, I'll get some pictures up on Instagram as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had my eyes on these shoes before we done the pod. So yeah, it's a bit weird that it actually popped up today. So yeah.
Can't lie, bro. The more I see them, the more I'm actually feeling like I'm gonna pull the trigger as well, man. The Green Goblins, though, there's something about that.
Green Goblins look amazing.
Yeah, something about that.
I didn't see any in my size that were under sort of 300 or so.
Okay. Yeah, the Venoms are cool. It's just, again, like the Spider-Mans. I know it's in theme with their color palette and stuff, but it doesn't scream collab, you know? It just feels like just a
Agreed.
standard GR kind of vibe. Yeah, man. Like these look so cool, like retro vibe, everything. It's just if you wouldn't know, you wouldn't know, kind of thing.
But I'm a huge sucker for Marvel. I'm a Marvel fan as well. So for me, everything about it just, yeah. I've got to say that's the first on the pod as well, right? A live cop.
I think so. Yeah. I think it is.
Live cop on the show, people.
That's it,
And
man.
the next one, you guessed it, it's going to be the chlorophylls.
This you see, Hassie's not going to rest until I actually cop him.
Bro, I can't lie. I can't be laid to rest until you've got those shoes, bro. Come on.
Yeah, man. It's going to happen. Don't worry, bro. I'm actually going to get these now. I'm after this, I'm going to get them. I need to send him a little offer and then see, because it'll be my first pair of Asics in like 3 years. I have done a couple Asics before on the pod, on the channel, but yeah, man, this is probably going to be one I keep or hopefully get. Yeah, there's something about
shoe as well. I mean, if you look at it, it's a showpiece. You know, you've got the amazing box. Everything that comes with it is incredible. Like from the box to the comic, it's such a unique piece, you know, to your standard shoes that you usually get. You know, it's just it looks great.
Yeah, and I'm the same with you. I love a purple palette on a sneaker, man. I love it. Purple, Volt or neon, some orange. You know, I love a bit of orange. Yeah, there's certain colorways that just transform a shoe. You know, and especially if you're getting the comic, the box, and everything else, bro. We need, you know what we need next week? A live unboxing as well, or an unboxing of some sort. You know, so that would be cool. Yeah, so I guess that makes our top 10 as well. Then after saying all of that, but a very well executed collaboration. I mean, it's Kith, bro. Like, you know what you're getting with Kith. You're getting quality, uniqueness, and definitely somewhat of a collector's piece. You know, we saw the X-Men, was it the X-Men collaboration last time around? And yeah, they smashed it again. I mean, I'm a Marvel fan as well, same as Hass. Bro, they're pulling on your heartstrings and your wallet. Do you know what I mean?
Apparently, Kith's doing a Batman. They're doing a Mike Tyson thing as well. You know that famous thing he had? Now Kith.
Yeah.
And I think that's so clever if they're actually doing that. And if Kith's actually doing that, that's really, really clever. So those of you who know Mike Tyson, he had that famous thing where he's got two pigeons and he's taking out Kith sort of thing. So yeah, clever stuff, man.
Yeah, smashed it, man. And it looks like a lot of people in the chat are Kith fans as well. Like, they appreciate all the vibes that we do, you know. So yeah, shout out to everyone. Shout out to Kith. Right, number 4. See another. Okay. So Kobe for Protro, the girl dad. You know, obviously, I'm not a Kobe guy. Like, in terms of his shoes, obviously legendary, iconic man, sportsman, basketball player. Don't get me wrong, a couple of his shoes do look good, just not for me. Hass, what would you make? Would you make of it?
You know, out of a lot of basketball stars they got on their roster, Kobe's are always doing well. Kobe, you know, rest in peace, Kobe, by the way, what a player he was.
Yeah.
Despite his untimely death and everything else, his shoes are still like GOAT status in terms of the amount of silhouettes and colorways they're producing at the moment. But yeah, I don't know if I'd have this. I mean, there's other Kobe shoes that I'd have in the top 10 other than these. The girl dad one is, again, sort of pulling at the heartstrings a bit because, you know, when these dropped, there was a lot of people who had these, and, you know, we saw pictures with their daughters and stuff, and, you know, it meant something to them, you know. So in that respect, you know, it carries some sort of value to those that bought the shoe, you know. So yeah, I don't know. For me, a great shoe, but not one that I would put in the top 10.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge Nike fan, by the way. I mean, in case you didn't know, but I wouldn't have these in my top 10.
Yeah, I think it's just the fact that, obviously, rest in peace, but it's the sort of message of the shoe. And like you said, pulling on the heartstrings, it kind of feels more novel to put this in the top 10 than anything else, you know. But look, still, if it's your bag, it's your bag. Not for me, not for Haas. Chat, let us know. Let us know. Top 3 now. Right. A bit more controversy, but at the same time, I get it. I do get it with this shoe. The Jumpman Jack. On this picture, particularly, it says this colorway, the original, but could be whatever colorway you want. Take your pick. Haas likes them. I mean, you're going for the dark mockers, I think you mentioned, didn't you?
Yeah, the dark mockers, I'm waiting for them to drop. Hopefully, we'll be dropping soon, or just before Christmas. Hopefully this month. But yeah, I like these. I like these. They're a bit of you know, step away from the usual Jordans that he's been dropping. Countless ones that he's dropped. So these are a nice step away from those. And the silhouette is different. You know, I like the strap across. A lot of people don't like the strap on the front. I like the strap. It gives me retro vibes. It gives me early 90s vibes, and everything.
Huarache vibes.
Huarache vibes. Yeah, everything. You know, I love the gum soles on the bottom of these as well. You've still got that reverse swoosh on there. And these you can wear them. You can style these really nice as well, whether you're wearing like a pair of combats or cuffed tracksuit bottoms. You know, you can style these quite easily, even with a pair of jeans. So practicality, yes. Aesthetics, yes. Retro feels, yes. Does Haas like them? Yes. So for me, definitely in the contention for the top 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar to the 4 RMs. Like, even though obviously Travis has been doing his thing for a while now, it's something new. It's something impactful. It's something where people are able to get their hands on a shoe if they want it. I mean, yes, it's going to sell out, but you're more likely to be able to get a pair of these than a Jordan 1 Low Travis, you know? And the fact that he's not slowing down with this shoe, like there's been, well, we're going to be on to the 3rd colorway with the dark mockers, I believe. So, yeah, he came to Complex Condit in Vegas and he had his own booth, obviously the rollout with the shoe and all the merch and stuff like that. The dark mockers definitely are the best colorway so far. It's just, maybe it's not a shoe I could wear, but again, definitely a shoe has got me thinking, you know, like just because of the colorway alone. I've heard they're not comfortable. That definitely puts me off. It's just, I do really like what he's done with this shoe. Like in terms of the unique vibe, something that strayed away from the Jordans that he's done, the ones and whatever else. It's definitely something, you know, he's worked on it himself. You know, he's had the free reign. He's had the sort of be all and end all in terms of the say. So yeah, man, I mean, I don't blame it being in the top 10, to be fair. It's just, I haven't been able to see him to really make my mind up. We'll have them on feet as well. So yeah, chat, let us know, would this make your top 10? If so, what colorway? Okay, so we'll move on. Okay, fair enough. Number 2. Now we're talking. Bit of a shout. Now, like I said, it feels like it was forever ago this sneaker came out, but it was actually this year. Haas, talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
What do you want me to say about the bread, bro? I mean, I've said so much about this shoe that I can't heap any more praise on this pair. Quality, it's there. The shape, boom, it's there. The materials, it's there. The comfort, it's there. The colorway, fire, it's there. We got everything that we wanted from this reimagined version and more, in my opinion. It wasn't just a reimagined version. It was a improved reimagined version. And for me, I've got to say, above every other 4 that's dropped this year, this is the best 4 that's dropped this year. Hands down. Wearability, durability, color, everything about it for me is it's the bread reimagined. So 100%. And I said this a couple of weeks back and a few months back. I said it then. You know, these are just amazing. You could wear them any time of the year. The wearability is there. So how many times do we get to talk about a pair of sneakers where they look great, but can't really wear it that often? A lot. We talk about it a lot. Yeah. But how many times do we say, great pair, you can wear it anytime as well? This is in that exclusive club. So it's got to be, for me, definitely in the top 5, not top 10, top 5.
Yeah, I mean, spot on, man. Spot on. And just going back to Monix's comment, he's saying he's surprised the Millie Blues, the military 4s, didn't make the list. The only thing I would say, as much as I love the military blues, obviously OG colorway, one of the best colorways to a Jordan 4, if not any sneaker. It's just, you can tell with the breads, there was more care, there was more thought, there was more, again, that word, impact, just because the change in the materials, whether you like it or not, comparing it to the new Bucks, the originals. And I think with the military 4s, the military blue, sorry, the materials let that sneaker down a lot. And the colorway obviously makes the shoe 9 times out of 10, but bro, it was just plastic. Like, that's another reason why I haven't worn them, just because I'm still like, do I like them that much? Or is it just the colorway why I've still got them? Or, you know, it's got me thinking that's how bad the quality was for me.
But bro, I mean, the military blues for me, great colorway, great. I've had it on feet a few times now. You know, great pair to look at. Looks amazing when you pair them up with some nice fits and stuff. But for me, the materials just not good enough for a shoe that's of such significance. It should have been up there with the bread reimagined in terms of the quality of build and everything else, and it just wasn't up to standard, you know. And some might say, you know, you could tell that because of the amount that they released. You know, there was quite a lot released, general public. It was easy to cop. And maybe they just, you know, relaxed a bit on the quality of the materials and stuff. So I don't know. But these overall, the bread reimagined, I mean, look at it. It's just, it's got a style. You look at it and you think, yeah, man, like that shoe saying to me, I'm the business, you know?
Yeah, beautiful shoe, man. And the fact that they were bold enough, I don't say this all the time, but they were bold enough to change an iconic OG colorway to a leather upper. And you know what? A lot of people, even if they weren't feeling it at the start, I think it won them round in the end, because even if you got the previous pair, what was 2019, I believe, it was something different. And if you're getting the same shoe retroing over and over again, whether you want to re-up or just want to get a new pair for the sake of getting a new pair, bro, you're going to get sick of it, whether it is your favorite shoe of all time or whatever. But when they do something like this, or the fears where they're changing the shape, and in this case, the materials, right, it's good. Like, it moves the sneaker culture forward, because eventually you're going to have the same shoe, and even new sneakerheads are going to have the same shoes over and over again. Bro, where's the excitement of getting something new?
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, definitely top 10 for me, man. Definitely top 10.
Well, I wonder what's number 1.
Yeah, I know. Drum roll, everybody. Come on.
Wow. I mean, look. Oh, look, it's the Scarab.
The Skepta AE1s. It's the SK1s. Oh man,
Skepta can't be too happy about these,
bro. Yeah, the less I say, the better. That's all I'm gonna say. But Has, are you even like curious about this shoe or what?
No, bro. I'm just gonna say it, right? As a basketball shoe, as a shoe that has a practical use on the court, I can appreciate these. I mean, they look hard on the feet of pro basketball players in in the NBA and everything else. In terms of a lifestyle shoe, for me, that's where I draw the line. It's not a pair that I would wear as an everyday wear. As a lifestyle shoe, I can appreciate how clean the design is. It just looks really sleek. I like the honeycomb effect on the sides. Is that I don't know if it's just on the lateral or if it's on the medial, probably on the medial as well. But yeah, it looks okay as a practical shoe on the court. But I think that is where it needs to be left. And this is what surprised me a lot with the fact that Complex chose these as sneaker of the year, because the clue's in the title, right? Sneaker of the year, not basketball shoe of the year. So for me, it has to be well-rounded, and I don't see it being too much of an everyday wear for it to be considered a sneaker of the year, if you know what I mean. It's a very sort of acquired taste to be wearing these on the streets other than a basketball court. So yeah, surprised, but I can appreciate what Adidas has done. Probably one of the best basketball shoes on court, but I don't see it being anything more than that.
Bro, exactly. And Killswitch says it best, like, definitely gives me Yeezy vibes all day long, like the shape of it. And the the sort of high ankle collar, same as the Quantums, definitely same vibe. For me, very similar to the Kobe's. If it doesn't translate to off court or a sneaker you can wear, in a lot of situations, I wouldn't say most, it doesn't really classify as a sneaker. Obviously, there's performance sneakers, there's on-court sneakers. It's like me saying, probably next year when the Total 90s re-release, that's going to make sneaker of the year. It possibly could, but are you really going to be rocking jeans with them going on a date night like the Air Force One Amamaniers we spoke about? 9 times out of 10, bro, you're bringing the shin pads out to goals in a 7-a-side. Yeah, not for me, bro. Not by far. That's rigged, in my opinion. As much as hype it may get in America or amongst their friendship group with Complex people, yeah, we know the deal, bro. Like, real sneakerheads know. It's just one of those. I wouldn't say crooked things, but it's like political, isn't it? It's very like friendly.
Yeah, 100%. Everyone. You've got to understand that in the industry, there's a lot of back scratching going on. You scratch my back. We look after you. Oh, we'll get you on the show. You do a little plug. There's a lot of things going on, and I can appreciate that. If I was in those circles, like what Complex and everyone else is, it's something that goes on all the time. But I just wish, they'd kept it a bit more realistic. And maybe if it was me, I would offer, I'd put it to a vote for the public, for those enthusiasts, sneakerheads. Okay, here's your list. This is what the public have chosen. But we've narrowed it down to what Complex think is the sneaker of the year. I just think that the actual people out there, the people in the culture, in the community, should have a say, because we're the ones who live and breathe shoes every day. So
that's it.
Yeah, but just to answer, I can't remember who it is here. Yeah, Charles Lindor is saying surprised AirTech Challenge 2 Hot Lava didn't make the list. Such a dope shoe. Yeah, for me, I don't know if you remember, bro. I tried to cop. I couldn't get a look in. I missed it. I didn't get to cop. It's definitely one that resonates with me, though. Being a huge Andre Agassi fan, as a kid, seeing them on his feet at the time made me want these even more. So I believe they're just above retail at the moment. So it's another pair that I'm gonna probably add to the collection very soon. But good shout, my brother. Good shout.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of politics, bro, and we know this with Complex. A lot of the time, it's like, how much can you give us? And we'll bump up your shoe maybe on sneaker top 10s and whatever else. But look, I think we need to do a whole episode closer to December or closer to the end of December where we talk about top 10s. And I feel like we'll do categories as well, maybe different categories, maybe top 10 Air Max of the year, top 10 Jordans of the year, and also top 10 collabs of the year, like all these different categories.
Yeah. We'll chop it up nearer the time.
Yeah.
But also what we can do, peeps, is we'll run a poll either on my Instagram or Erkin's Instagram, and it'll be quite interesting to have your poll results alongside what our top 10 is as well. So that should be quite interesting and fun to do as well.
Exactly. And I think we'll do something different where we'll get your results into somehow, like the polls and even just the chat. We'll be like, okay, this sneaker or that sneaker, you guys decide, kind of thing, and just make sort of a night of it. Do you know what I mean? It'll be pretty cool. Right. Yeah. In the theme of Complex Con, and a lot of shoes have been teased, like the Stash, the Dark Mockers, and everything else. There was a little old Air Max called the Air Max 1000. Now, some might say this is the biggest palaver of like the upcoming sneaker innovation or lack of their innovation over the years, where this is actually a 3D printed sneaker. Now, we've mentioned a couple times now for 3D printed sneakers on the channel. And yeah, this is like Nike's take on Air Max technology. And I say that in commas just to say how much technology can you pack into a shoe that's 3D printed. However, it looks like a lot of positive sort of like feedback from the community. And a lot of people are like, hold on, we're willing to give these a chance. When are these releasing? How much are they going for? I'm actually looking forward to these and so on. I'll give my thoughts after, but Hasbro, you brought this up a couple pods ago about the 3D vibes. I think it was with Puma a couple pods ago. What's your take, bro? What's your take?
Well, I think it's interesting, that this has come a week or more after Adidas released their, I think, was it the 4Ds that they released their sort of printed versions. Mm-hmm. But I think Nike sort of giving us a glimpse of the future here. I think these will be more common in the next few years. I'm not too sure about the Air unit. Does it have
That's what gets me worried.
Does it have a place in these shoes? I'm not so sure on that. I know it's a signature thing with Air Maxes and stuff, and maybe that's why it's been included in there. But I think these will probably have its imperfections. They may well be comfortable, and they may well have its own market at the moment. But I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of these printed shoes in the years to come. There's going to be a huge market for it in terms of, Nike will be looking to make a lot of profit off this. And the ways in which they can make profit off these is, 3D printers will, in the future, probably be more accessible, more cheaper to buy. Nike will somewhere down the line sell people codes and stuff where they can print their own stuff. How much that will cost, I don't know. But for the time being, I think we're going to get a few of these from now on from Nike being printed and sold on the open market. But I wouldn't know how to sort of assess these without having them in hand at the moment. Yeah. So I can't really comment on how comfortable these are. I can't comment on how durable they might be, but it's certainly it's going in the direction which the new CEO of Nike wants to go, which is being more innovative, bringing out different silhouettes, bringing out different shoes. So that's the direction they want to go in, and this is just the start of that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just want to bring this video to light. Actually, it talks about the design process of all this, what it's all about, and stuff like that. I'm gonna slow it down just so we can pick up on all the stuff. Now, yeah, I'll talk about my bits. Oh, I forwarded it a bit more actually. Yeah, I'll talk about my bits after. There's something about this red pair, bro. I don't know what it is, but
I like the green Air unit in the black one.
Yes, I was thinking that. It's got me worried a bit about the lack of laces. Like there's no lace. It's giving me foam runner vibes with an air unit. Yeah, so I feel like there's only so much you can do with 3D technology, but at the same time, if it's decently priced, if there's a collaboration or two or a sick colorway like the black that we've seen, even the red, to be fair, like it might be worth a try. It might be worth a try, but it looks like they're going all out with the marketing, with the push, with obviously the early looks at Complex Con and stuff. Next year, man, we're gonna have to wait and see. I think it's early 2025, I believe. So let's see.
Yeah, and also, with production costs, I can't see these costing too much to make. Obviously they're using plastics and everything else, along with different sort of fibers, maybe. I don't know. But in my opinion, it will probably cost a lot less to make these than your standard sort of premium Air Jordan 1s, let's say, or Air Max 1s or whatever. But it remains to be seen. I will probably get one of these if it's affordable, just to see what they're like, and maybe that might sway my opinion. They don't look too bad, but I'll need to have one in hand, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, it could go either way. It could be the start of something. It could be at the other end of it, like an absolute, disaster, and it sort of sets Nike back. But, you have to try. You have to see what sort of technologies can do closer to the time of release and stuff like that. And maybe the fact that 3D printing, like you said, is the way of the future, where you have a say in what you print, whether it is your own code or a subscription service you sign up where you can print whatever sort of models they allow you to print and technologies they allow you to include. It's just, we would have said, oh, the foam runners, what are those, and all of this until they released. It's just how it goes. And then look, everyone and anyone was wearing them. This could be Nike's foam runner, where, yeah, obviously it's more of a sneaker vibe than a sandal vibe or a slide vibe, whatever. But at the same time, I feel like you have to give it a go, man, and just see how that landscape goes. Because 3D printing, bro, I've got this here. My my sneaker plant holder. That's the only OG Neon 95 I've got. This was 3D printed. Now, obviously, it's got its flaws, and I've got it at a discounted price. So shout out to sneaker planters. But yeah, I mean, things like this, 3D printing is sort of, what's the word? The possibilities are endless, and when it comes to sneakers, I've always been open to it. It's just, it has to be right. It has to make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, this looks exciting. I know a lot of people in the sneaker community are just as excited as they are nervous. I think, like you said, bro, we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see in hand.
I'm thinking with this, even like, designing your own shoes, will Nike in the future, will they give us the freedom like they do now with Nike ID and everything else? Will they give us the freedom to design our own 3D printed shoes? Because obviously the options will be limitless, with what you can do with these. So, if you're a big fan of, like, let's say Marvel or whatever, you might be able to do it in a Marvel theme, or if you favor a football team, you might, so the possibilities are sort of endless with where they can go with this. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. But I don't know about the air bubble still. I don't know.
That's where Kill Switch's question is very good, actually. Like this is why.
That's what it is.
Like how do you do it? Like, how do you pull it off? I mean, do you build the shoe around the air unit? Do you encapsulate the air unit after the print has been made? This is why I did that, the quotation marks, in terms of technology and the implementation of it, because maybe the air unit's just for show at the end of the day. It could just be,
I think so,
calling it an Air Max 1000. They had to give us some sort of Air Max bubble or air unit. Yeah, broskies, let us know. Are you feeling these? What colorway are you more drawn towards if you are? And if you're not feeling them, let us know why. Because at the end of the day, as Hass is doing his camera, technology has to move forward. And I feel like 3D printing, as much as I am skeptical about it, I do think it's going to be a part of the sneaker community eventually, like we've seen with a lot of stuff that's been 3D printed, you know, whether it is like I've just shown you the sneaker plant holders or other plant holders and whatever else, you know. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Let's see what Killswitch says. Got to be 3D printed around the air unit. Yeah, that would make sense. The air unit is practical. Elliot Page tried them at ComplexCon. Okay, so he went over there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, shout out Elliot, man. Okay, that makes sense, man. The more I see them, the more intrigued I am, the more interested I am. But at the same time, I'm not in a rush to be like, oh my God, I need them. I need to see them. I need to like see what the fuss is about. It's just, if they're cool, they're cool. If they're not, they're not. It's just one of those, you know. But I'm interested to see how it goes. Now, the black, you guys or Hass?
For me, the black with a green air unit,
Yeah,
is probably a bit of me. I love that the contrast of that neon green and the black just makes it really stand out. Especially if Elliot Page is saying it's actually an air unit, then that's even more remarkable, isn't it? So yeah, the black ones for me as well, bro. Which ones are you feeling?
yeah, definitely the what do you call it? The black, because obviously I'm more of a Volt guy as well. Like, and for me, that's like the perfect colorway. Like the reverse neons are exactly like that in terms of the gradient, the print, and everything else. But yeah, I mean, who knows where they could take this? Whatever colorway you can think of, they'll probably be able to do it. Whether it is by order or by their own accord, their own release. Let's try and pull up Elliot Page or Elliot's. Is it on his Instagram or his YouTube? Okay, so it's on his Instagram. That's cool. All right, let's pull this up. Yes, he's at ComplexCon, obviously. That's sick. If you up, I'm even sharing the wrong. Hold on, bro. Sorry, broskies. We'll pull it back up. Okay, so he's got. All right, here we go. You guys can see that. Wow, man. It is interesting, man. It is an interesting concept, interesting shoe. And the fact that you could win them, I think you could spin that thing in it that he just did and actually win them, I think.
But imagine having an actual pair, you know, like one of the first iterations and stuff. I mean, it's just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I think what he's done, because there was like a not what do you call it? Not the roulette thing. You know, the thing you press and it spins. And if you get all three connected, you win the thing, you win the shoe. I think that's how he got his hands on a pair.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's how he's wearing it. That's pretty sick, man.
That is crazy. And they don't look too bad, actually.
Yeah, like the more I look at them, like I said, it's more intrigue than anything else for me. I think you've got another, here's another hands-on.
Yeah, that looks all right, to be fair. But, you know, again, I don't know.
There's something not like ticking. I don't know what it is. Like, as much as I am interested and as much as I am like, ooh, it's just something don't feel right. I can't put my finger on it. But yeah.
I mean, there must be something throwing you off enough to be like, you know, it's just not happening. You just can't put your finger on it.
I think it's the laces, it's the whole shape of the insert where you put the shoe in. It just feels like a knockoff foam runner, you know?
It reminds me a bit of, I don't know if you remember the ISPs.
The ISPAs, you mean?
Oh, sorry, yeah, ISPAs, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Just reminds me of those. I think I've got a pair somewhere as well, and the sock liner is exactly the same, almost. Obviously, probably not the same material, but it's close enough.
Yeah, a lot. Okay, so going back to the chat quickly. Yeah, a lot of people are liking the blacks as well, bro. So yeah, I might have to check out Elliot's vlog later actually, and see what he's really got to say. Slot machine, JTP. There we go. That's what it was. So, oh, okay. Kill Switch is saying these look better than the foam runners. Oof. Can't lie. You might be onto something there because the foam runners, they were ugly, bro. Let's face it. Like as much as they were hyped and very wearable and comfortable. No, in fact, they weren't wearable. I'll take that back. They were ugly, man. It's just, you know, it was your go-to.
Two double barrels.
No, but it's come on. If that weren't a Yeezy, bro, you would never think, let me wear them or whatever. So yeah. Okay, so Kill Switch. Sorry, bro. So that pair was given to him. He won a pair. Okay, so he won it on the slot machine, but don't ship until 2025. Fair enough, man. Wow. Some other YouTubers pair he reviewed. Oh, okay. Who was the YouTuber that he reviewed? Do you know who had him first? Yeah, these Americans get hooked up, man. I miss the days where Nike used to give me free stuff, man, like early to review and keep. Yeah, I miss those days.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what's the criteria? I mean, you just got
to be American. No, I'm joking. Nah, do you know what? I think it makes sense though. Like if you're like an affiliate or if you're tied in with an agency that have connections with Nike, do you know what I mean? Things like that. Okay, so Charles is saying I can see a lot of budget iterations of these if they become a thing. Yeah.
I mean, the Chinese market's going to be flooding everywhere with these. You can see it. I mean, it's so easy to make. You know, probably quite easy to 3D print as well. Mm-hmm. So next time you go on holiday, wherever you go, you know, you'll probably see these in the markets and stuff. I'm assuming it'll be one of those.
I think these will be so easy to fake as well. Like,
yeah, this is what I mean. Yeah.
Who's really gonna care if they're fake as well? Like, it's gonna be like, oh, okay, they're ugly anyway, or they're always gonna have an opinion no matter what.
And how do you put tags in these? Because obviously, you know, usually we get the tags in the shoes with the SKU code and everything else. How does that work? Where does that go?
It might be like the foam runner, actually. You know, where they had it sort of stuck on the bridge or the left of the shoe, or you know, something like that.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. The one with the green air unit almost looks like off black, sort of greyish.
Yeah, it's sort of like a lighter, like charcoal, isn't it? Charcoal black kind of thing.
Yeah, I'd prefer it to be like all black, like jet black with the green unit, but
can you imagine they did OG colorways to it though, like infrared or the OG neon green?
Don't give your secrets away. Don't give your ideas away now. Come on.
I'm telling you. But yeah, that'll be mad. So Charles is saying they'll be in Primark. But you best believe there's gonna be a Primani version of these. You just know it. Like you just know it.
Will they sit in the shelves of Sports Direct? That's the more accurate question.
Listen, if Yeezy can be there, you know, man. You know. But yeah, let us know, man. Air Max 1000. I think we'll wrap it up there though. Yeah, there's so much on our list that we didn't get to. We'll just roll it over to next week. And yeah, we'll try and make it a longer pod, longer live stream. It's just, yeah, also, man, there's so much to talk about.
We'll try something a little bit different next week, people. We were talking, I think today or yesterday, and we was talking about introducing for the next podcast the most embarrassing shoes you've ever owned. That could be as a youngster, that could be as a kid or grown up, whatever you want to decide. But let us know. You've got a whole week to think about the most embarrassing shoes that you've ever worn, and we can talk about it next week during the pod.
Yeah, and remember, broskies, this is a safe place, safe space. So whatever you say, it stays here, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's a great topic because we've all been there where we thought we had a great shoe, looked cool. Couple years down the line later, you're like, bro, what was I thinking?
Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, as always, man, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you to Hass, my co-host, as always. Hass, shout your bits. Where can everyone find you?
Yeah, man. Come and check out my lovely pictures on Instagram. I do review some shoes sometimes as well, so we have got that on there as well. And yeah, my DMs are always open to anyone who watches the show. And you know, we chop it up outside the show as well sometimes. So come and have a look. My handle is just up the top there, just up there, HB Kicks, and I'm on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Just give him some love, man. He's got some fire photos with all these pickups and everything else. And yeah, obviously join the Discord if you haven't already. Links down below. New tech channel will be up and running. I'm hoping by the end of this week. Just yeah, I've got the stuff recorded. Just need to get all the stuff up, edited and done. But show that channel some love. Links down below as well, hopefully. And yeah, obviously subscribe to the channel, like the video, show this sort of platform some love, and we'll try and get more guests on as well. Me and Hass want to talk to more people and chop it up, see what you guys have said and have to say. Think about it carefully, broskies. Most embarrassing sneakers for next week. It's going to be a good one. So yeah, man. Everyone have a great week. Like someone said, hope you guys cop what you want this week. Killswitch said it. Yep. Good luck. Black Cement Freeze. Let's pray, bro. Let's pray. Anyways, broskies, have a great week. Stay blessed. Peace.